Hello, this is Solomon Davis from Right Side Trading, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. Today is May 20th, 2018, and this is my weekly trade review. And I am going to only cover my NASDAQ. I was going to look at some other trades, but I prefer not to. The thing is, this is all for educational purposes only. If you can trade one index, you can trade another, but they all have their own little personalities that you got to remember, and that's the one thing that once you start trying to maybe try to look at the NASDAQ and then you say, oh, it doesn't move like the SPY. The SPY moves completely different, and then the Russell moves completely different. Then the Dow actually moves a little different. But a lot of times they end up moving in the same direction in their own way, though. That's the whole thing. And they give a lot of the same signals. It's just that they have I call it, they have their own personalities. So again, trading, like I say, trading is risky. You can and you will lose money at trading. So the thing is, just get educated. That's what we're all about here. We're all about providing that education, that full range of education, looking at the charts, understanding, and we're technical traders here. So we do technical analysis of the market. We don't look all into the fundamentals of exactly what the company is doing. We just basically look at the charts, and see what's going on there. I did the fundamental stuff when I first came out, and it is okay. Don't get me wrong. There's ways you can look at the fundamentals, based on some of the numbers, based on things. If you're a long-term trader or an investor, that it definitely works. I did that when I first started trading because that's the only thing I knew at the time, and we did okay. Me and a partner, we was looking at things, and it was it was kind of funny, but it worked out and stuff, and then we switched to QQQ. So that's where I'm at now. I'll be posting this out here to my Right Side Traders page, where you can share, like, view, whatever. But let me move on and let's take a look at the chart. We'll do this, like I said, I am going to do this a little bit different. Let me see if I can apply changes. And here, first of all, as always, let me bring up one other thing. I usually do this first. Let me bring this up. Let me do that. Sorry. Instead of the chart, go back over here. Apply. Like I said, today is May 20th, 2018, and this is for the week of May 14th through May 18th. Visit us at Right Side Trading. You can email if you have any questions or make any comments. Solomon at rightsidetrading.com. Now, the next thing that I usually do is this week was no different than what we've been having, but I have what I call my next best play. That's what I used to call it, and I kind of went back to that because it's not just based off support and resistance. It's based off maybe other indicators. Let's leave it at that. And I'm making some different comments out here for myself to know what actually happened on those particular days based on my rules and my rules that I use for when I'm trading. So the first day, all of them were, again, greater than 10, except for Wednesday. Wednesday was 975, and it was almost a doji. So that still brought it close enough where it was a no trade, based off that, just taking it right away off that 5-minute candle, So again, it was the next best play, and the next best player was up on that day. Monday was also an up day. Thursday and Friday were up days based on the way I look at the market. Thursday was the only day that I actually traded, and traded indexes, put it that way. So let's move on now. Let's take a look at the charts. Apply change. And what I like to look at on the charts, first of all, let's look at that big picture. Whenever you're day trading, you're looking at the big picture. What's going on in the market? And all in the market, Monday, we saw this happening here. Monday, this market went to this top and got pushed back down into my supply area, my resistance area, ever what you want to call it, and it pushed back down, and we continued to drop just a little bit the rest of that week, and that little bit was about 100 points, So again, if you wasn't day trading, actually playing the bigger picture, it was a great place to actually go short. Right away once you saw it looked like it was a topping pattern, and held it all week, and it probably would have worked out for you, and now based on what I'm seeing here, let me kind of circle this area here. Oh, black. Maybe I should change colors. But that area there, let me change colors. Looks almost exactly like this area here, and also like this area here. And what I mean, I circled the three tops there, and this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how the market kind of came down to a level, then dropped, came to a level, then dropped, and now it's coming to a level like this here, and I expect another drop. That's what I'm expecting. If you're already short, you maybe can stay short. Just keep your stop maybe somewhere above here, and you still be good according to how long you've been holding this trade. If you held it from Monday or earlier part of this week, somewhere near one of these tops, you know, you still can be good on that trade. So that's all I really want to say about the big picture. That's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm kind of expecting. So now let's go to our daily pictures and see exactly what's going on there. I guess I have to erase all that. Okay, this is Monday. Monday, like I said, it was this was greater than 10. You can see right away. Well, better to go to 74 to 84. We're getting candles that are not crazy like they used to be, 20 points, 30 points, 40 points on the first candle. You know, we're getting back to my norm pretty much, and my next best play works out pretty good based on my indicators that I like using. So, but I didn't trade. Actually, I got other things that I got that going on. Actually trying to learn something, get involved in some new stuff. You know, and my computer crashed on Friday. That's why, and I had to get it back up and going. You know, well, the Windows update kind of had a hiccup with me, I guess. So, but didn't lose anything. Got it all back up and going. That's one of my other little skills that I have. I guess it's computer stuff. But like I say, this here was a no trade based on that first candle, but my next best play was up. And I like this just flashing through that right quick where you can see all based on the way maybe you're using your indicators, where you're reading the candle patterns. It was an easy 10 points here, even if you got in late, way up here at 69.88, 69.98, and you learned to stop set these things. You know, let's go on to the next day though. Next day was down, was another greater than 10. You look at 90, 10. This was an easy one to see, greater than 10. And playing this to the downside, as you can see, it never looked back, all based on, again, where you got into this trade at. But it easily went down 10 points or more. That's all we really want to look at there. On this next one here, this was Wednesday. This is the one that wasn't quite, 10 points. And what you're looking at here, when you're looking at this, I'm looking from wick to wick. And when you look at that, it's not quite 10 points. And when I'm looking for a doji, I'm looking at body to body. It was 2 points instead of my 1 point to call it a doji. So that's what I'm looking at. And when I'm doing that, and if you put your candle, if you look at it, if the high, well, first of all, I like going from the low. The low was 68.98 and the high was 69.07.75. So it was a quarter short of actually being 10 points. But again, based on the next best play, based on this market already going up, you kind of expect it to continue going up, especially in that first little time frame in the morning. And based on that, if you didn't get to play it somewhere here up or play it down here up, and as you can see, anywhere down here in this level, and if you just played the even number going back up, that's 6,900, trying to stay above that, it was easily to get 10 points on that trade. Next day, Thursday, the day I actually traded, it was a couple things going on here. So first of all, greater than 10. I'm trying to remember, did I play it right away based on when it came here and played it up, or was it a pullback? I thought it was a pullback to it was a pullback. Yeah, it was a pullback to here, and I'll push back up and played it for greater than 10. So Again, it doesn't matter where you decide to get in. You got in at 12 and went to 22. You got in at 14 and went to 24. 10 points was there. And these are quick trades. And if you got in on this candle or if you got on that candle, if you was planning to the upside, you got to wait till it gets close to get to your indicator that you're actually using. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So that was Friday. That was Thursday. That was Thursday. We got one more day, Friday. Sorry about that. Friday. This is the one where I thought it was. I was busy working on something that morning, I remember, and I didn't get to trade this. I had seen this thing. This brown line here on my indicator here is my previous day low, and when I see it's having it going even pre-hour going below that previous day low, and we come right to it, and we do get a pullback off that. So I usually look to trade off that previous day low, and trading off that previous day low with me and my quick trades, it was easy if I would have traded this, live and not playing around with it, trying to do some other things too that I was doing. So I usually, if I'm not totally focused, I don't trade at all, but you was able to get 10 points easily. And then if you need the other things that I see, you had a down trade there too if you wanted to trade that. But this market was bouncing around this area. Anytime give you a nice candle pattern here to play it back to the upside again, 80 to 90, so points are here. 10 points is here on the NASDAQ if you're willing and ready to take it. And that is all I really want to share and show. Again, go back over here to the week. The week, like I say, all days were greater than 10. That one on Wednesday was close. We had next best plays to the upside, to the downside. So it was a great week trading for the day that I did trade. Other than that, that's all I really want to say there. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about the style of trading that I do, this is what I offer. I'll help you get your platform set up with that entries, exits, and That's just stop and your target. How I use support and resistance, or supply and demand. How I look at candlesticks and candlestick patterns. A couple candlestick patterns that I like seeing in the market on that particular time frame. How I go about selecting options for day trading. I am working on a presentation where I'm going to our option group and I'm going to talk to them about that part right there a little bit, but not the whole day, only about an hour. So I give them a touch of how I go about looking at things, but it should be pretty full of information there. And then the other thing that I like doing with people once I go through all that, let's do some live practicing where I can see how you actually are trading. I can help you see the market in a little different way. And in the live market, it's nothing like it. It's not like it's you either getting it or you're not. You're either making money or you're not. So that's the whole thing. Whatever you want to trade. If you want to trade the NASDAQ, you want to trade the Dow, you want to trade a Russell, or you want to trade the SPY, it doesn't matter. Other than that, if you want any more information on this stuff, just contact me, Solomon, at RightSideTrading.com, where you can learn to trade on the right side with confidence. This is my weekly trade review for May 14th through May 18th. Guys, have a great week trading, and I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.